Sam, it's clear that you've put in the work to build up your skills and your expertise, right? An example of that is you've gone through the executive MBA program at the University of Houston and you won awarded by faculty and peers the most outstanding student. And that's one side of it, right? Like you've worked on your features. If you think of yourself as a product, you have great features. You've worked on that. Now, something I've noticed is that you also pay attention to the packaging. It's no secret that the products that have better packaging are going to have more demand, are going to be able to command higher prices. Every time we've been in several calls, we've been in different events, we met at Bauer. Any time we met, we could say the typical phrase is that you looked well put together, right? Like you make sure you have your books, your background, your videos, everything has to look professional. Can you share with us at what point in your career did you started to pay attention to that side of the equation, to the side of the quality of the packaging of how you were presenting yourself as a professional?
Well, that's a great question, Alejandro. I think really it goes as far back as I can remember to when my mom, Rita, who's was a social worker for over 30 years, best heart I've ever known. She always taught my brother and I the importance of the first impression.
Hmm.
And that was, I've been writing thank you notes since I was a young boy. Got birthday gifts, and my mom would have my brother and I write a thank you note, and just I was raised to live a life of gratitude, and I think that all goes into that first impression. So to answer your question, I mean, directly, I think it really started back to what my mom especially really taught about making a good first impression and stuff.
Sam, I think it's evident that you are focused on creating value for others, right? Go out of your way to connect with people, doing nonprofit work, working on your skills to make sure you can communicate, giving answers that are valuable to people. So let's think about who is that person that you can help the most out there. If there's some, is it a CEO? Is it an executive? Who is that person? If somebody's listening and they say, hey, I want to work with Sam, we know you can help them with several different things related to how they can generate revenue, how they can protect their profit, cost efficiencies, employee engagement. But who is that person? If you could pick only a certain group of people, who is that ideal client, like ideal persona that you can help the most?
Um, that's also a great question. And so it really comes back to the business owner and nonprofit leader that typically start the conversation with, I care deeply about my greatest asset, my people, my staff, and my employees. When it gets back to what Paul Sarvati's book, Take Care of Your People, when those business leaders and nonprofit leaders understand their greatest asset is in their people, the conversation flows right from there. So small, and to answer your question directly, small and medium-sized businesses and nonprofits with owners, executives, as well as leaders that care deeply about their people.